a little bit of a record. The jobs that I'm able to get, the bottom of the barrel jobs, minimum wage jobs. This is, I was working when I met my girlfriend. As soon as you get paid, the whole check is gone. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you still don't have enough for everything, all your bills. You said 54 retired. Okay, so you're not actively in the workforce, and I don't know if you know how much harder it is. You said one job is nowhere near enough, but I'll tell you this. I don't know if you realize how much harder, how much less the purchasing power of the wages now are. But trust me, when you were my age, going and get a regular job, your paycheck gave you a lot more, but beyond all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to work. Okay, beyond all that, about 2 years ago, maybe a little bit over two now. I was homeless in California, and I started live streaming on TikTok. And at first, I was just like, yo, can y'all please help me get some money for some food? Hey, thank you, Schmitty. Thank you, Schmitty. I really appreciate you sending that 100 on PayPal. And I did, if you want to rewind, you might have not been back in the chat yet, but I did read the full paragraph that you sent on it, and I'm responding to it. So let me help you understand. People in my generation, they look around, people like me who are poor, who are struggling, and we see these success stories, we call them, of influencers, social media influencers. If you just get your niche or whatever, you just do something that sets you apart, or something that grabs people's attention, and you do it good enough, then you won't have to be poor anymore. You don't have to work 2 or 3 jobs to survive. You can make content just living your life and just entertaining your viewers, and live off of that. And there's a lot of people who do that. And I know my content, this isn't the type of content I would like to create. I would like to create educational content and stuff and other kinds of content. But the thing is, about 2 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that, I started live streaming on TikTok, and I started asking for money for food. Okay? And then somebody commented in the live stream and said, oh, if you're homeless, I was homeless in California at the time. And somebody said, oh, if you're homeless, why don't you try to raise donations for a hotel room? I gotta sneeze, but try to tilt my head back. Sometimes that helps to sneeze, but it didn't come. So anyways, and so I said, okay, that's a great idea. I said, if anybody wants to send any money for a hotel room, please do. And that night, I raised enough money to get a hotel room, and I didn't have to sleep outside. Hey, God bless you, Schmitty. And you know what? I'm not really knocking nobody for being an influencer. I'm not really knocking I Show Speed, or fucking Hasanabi, or all these different influencers who make money that way. God bless them. I just, let me continue, right? I raised money for that hotel room that night, and then I went on live stream again inside the hotel room, and I kept raising money at every single night. I raised money for the next night, and this went on for months and months. Every single day, I would go on TikTok live and ask people to send me money for the hotel room, and almost every single day, I would get money for the hotel room and money to get food too. And not only was I getting those donations, but I kept on getting more and more followers. I got 10,000 followers, then 20,000 followers, and then one of my friends from North Carolina that I grew up with, went to high school with, hits me up and says, "Yo, I got a room for you for $400 a month." And I'm like, "Hey, that's great." I got a bus ticket to North Carolina, and I started giving him $400 a month. Then a few months later, he says, "Oh, now it's $800." Then a month after that, he steals $500 from me. So at that point, I just left and I went back to California, because I would have rather been homeless in California around the hippies who are nice, instead of being around this guy who I thought was my friend who stole $500 from me. So then I would live stream in hotels in California for a little while, but then I told my viewers, I'm going to stay outside for 100 days. You said 10,000 followers, that's intense. No, I was at 20,000. At this point in the story, I'm around 30,000 followers on TikTok. And the thing was, I would have hundreds of people in my life, 300, 500 people. And for some reason, this content was going viral. And sometimes I would ask for money for silly things, just because those videos would piss people off more. Like I would go up there and be like, oh, I want some money for a PlayStation, or oh, I want some money for some Bojangles. Just things that weren't exactly necessities, but it all made my content be pushed more and more by the algorithm. And I even made a video about it 2 years ago, and I said how I became a famous beggar, because, and I explained on there, I think, in American culture, it's so deeply embedded in American culture, this trying to prove you're better than others, this competition of individuals, and joking people that are more poor than you, or putting down people who are lower class, or who you perceive as lower class than you, to boost your own ego. It's a common cultural thing in America. And so my theory was that the culture of our society right now is so toxic, and so much of a competition, to where, people people just have fun just picking on the beggar, and my belief at that point was, yeah, I'm getting all these donations and followers and views, but one day, if I get enough, to where I'm making enough money without asking, then I can turn my content around. I can make more interesting content, stuff that's not begging, like doing educational content, or doing comedy skits, or whatever influencers do, right? And so that was my plan, you know. Um, So, sorry about that, guys. My phone just glitched out for a second. But last year, this time last year, September of last year, September of last year, I had gotten up to 44,000 followers on TikTok. 44,000 followers from TikTok. On TikTok. Now, a lot of people say I got banned for different reasons. They never gave me a reason. There was a lot of people trying to get my TikTok taken down because they were so mad that somebody was just coming on there asking for money, and that this person just asking for money was doing so much better than them. Because a lot of, I think there's a large percentage of people who come up here and bully me just because they're jealous. I had a guy comment on my YouTube, and he even came in this live, in the beginning of this live. He's commented on my videos yesterday saying, "Oh, tell your girlfriend to hit me up. Tell her I'm a real man, or I'm a real man. I'll take care of her." All this, and I went to his YouTube channel, and he has 72 subscribers. And he's, his videos aren't doing that good. And I see a post from last year, January 1st, 2023. He's saying, "This is the year we're going to be doing so much for this channel, and I feel like this is the year for my channel." And that was January 1st, 2023. We're at the end of 2024. And his channel obviously isn't doing good. And I have compassion for that. God bless him. But I just think it's, I would never bully someone online just because I'm mad that they're getting followers and I'm not. And it does suck to come up here and be ridiculed every day. But I can tell you this. What's the other thing they call 9-to-5 jobs? They call them dead-end jobs. I'll say it again, dead-end jobs. The thing is, at a certain point last year, I just knew, and maybe even before that, this is a path, that I'm going down that can actually, have a future for me, that I can actually progress in, that I can actually keep going. You get 1 or 2 minimum wage jobs. It's what they call a dead end job. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to go any higher than that. You're going to be stuck making that same wage. And when inflation goes up, guess what? You're still going to be earning around the same amount. Your purchasing power is only going to keep going down and down and down over the years. So, I thought I was almost at the point on TikTok. I might have already been there, but just didn't transition. Hey, thank you, Smitty. I agree. This content is probably not going to make me big positive money. And that's why, me and my girlfriend have been uploading other types of content. If you go on the videos on my channel, we uploaded a video showing the garden. We really want to make a bunch of videos of us building the tiny house and, working on the garden and stuff. All these garden beds we have, growing food on the land. Thank you, Schmidt. And, we even thought that we might want to do videos where we do affirmations, And I told her we should both, because we made her a YouTube channel. If you go to my channel, scroll down, there's a playlist on the main page of my channel, and it's a playlist of my girlfriend's videos. And if you click on them, they were uploaded on her channel. So you can put other people's videos on your channel's homepage. So I put her videos about 2 months ago when we were in California. I helped her make a YouTube account. We bought a nice microphone, and we have 5 or 6 of her songs uploaded. Okay, we recorded with not the best quality, but a better quality mic than what comes with the computer or phone. And before they banned me on TikTok last year around this time, I really thought I was just about there. I really thought, like I said, I might have already been there. Like maybe I should have transitioned and stopped begging, before that point, right? But I didn't, and I don't exactly know why they banned me. I created more accounts after that, and did some stupid stuff that was misconstrued. That looked pretty bad, and then every time I try to make a new account, they ban me again. But after that, it was really hard for me. I had a car, and I was living in my car, and I spent the winter living in my car, trying to survive the super cold weather, in North California and Oregon. Hey, thank you, Schmitty, for listening. And I just kept going. I only had like 3,000 or 4,000, maybe even, I think I only had 2,000 around this time, 2,000 subscribers on YouTube around this time last year. Hey, Ink the Mama, I am not on anything. I'm completely sober. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Nothing like that. I just quit smoking 2 days ago. It was very hard. You said you need to reach me. Do you mean physically, or like talk to? Hey, thank you for hearing me out though. Not just Schmitty. You can send me a penny on, or you can just comment on that Venmo transaction, and you can give me your number. I'll try to call you tomorrow. You can tell me what time would be good. I appreciate you being invested in caring about my life, and that's why I'm sitting here, just honestly telling you my thought process, what I'm going through, and so I spent the winter in my car trying to survive, and then whenever the winter was about over, I went back down to this other city in California where I had some other homeless friends. But then I was homeless in that town, and then one of my friends had just gotten a place to rent a whole house. So he let me stay there for how much was it? $600 a month, and I didn't even have my own room at first. There was one big room upstairs, and I had like a little spot in his room. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have my own room, but I was grateful, And after I was living there for a little bit, I really felt the pressure to get a job, because you said, don't get your hopes up, but meeting me can change your life a little. Hey, God bless you, Schmitty. Well, the $150 you sent tonight will really help out me and my girlfriend so much. Be able to get a lot of groceries with that, and we really appreciate it. You've already changed my week, so thank you. You've helped us both out. Let me think. So then I felt the pressure to get a job again, and I got a job at Burger King, and I did still live stream and beg for money on my 2 days off. Sometimes I didn't, but on my days off, sometimes I would still go live and ask for money because I still needed some more help, and and also because it was hard for me to give up, It's like whenever I come up here and beg for money, I get viewers. I get more viewers and more subscribers, and people constantly engaging with the content. Um, so, the thing is, at two different times this past few years, I tried to do video game content. People are like, oh, you like video games, just stream playing video games. I guarantee, I'm telling you honestly, when I would stream video games, I would go from 100 or 80 viewers or whatever, all the way down to 5 viewers. And then after like 30 minutes to an hour, it would go down to 3 or sometimes even 1 or 2 viewers. And I don't know if that's just because how the algorithm has pushed my content or what it is, but when I try to do that kind of content, my live streams would, literally, if I started doing video game streaming, I'd have 5 viewers, and that, messes up the whole trajectory of my channel and the algorithm and all this. Hey, God bless you, Bali. I'm going to, you have some tough living, but you have a good look. That's why you get followers. Hey, thank you, Schmitty. I really am trying to believe in myself, and believe that if I do other kind of content, I'll still have viewers. It's just hard for me because for the past 2 years, that's what's fueled my somewhat success on social media. First TikTok, and now from begging for a year on here on YouTube. Now I have almost 11,000 subscribers, and so I do want to make other content. I'm honestly telling you, I don't have transportation right now to get to a job, or to try to find a job in this new place I just moved to. We're trying to save up for a car, but I'm not opposed to working. It's just the reason I beg on here every day. I do need the money, but also it's like, for some people, like for some influencers, it's different things. Like there was this one guy who would just go in stores and mess with people, and people, it was controversial. People said, hey, stop messing with people, there's better ways to get views. But this literally made this guy famous. This guy would literally just go into businesses and just annoy people, right? And I'm not saying that's a good thing to do. I don't really support that. They don't follow you from your current content. Too many jealous boys. You should have 11 million, right? No car sucks. Well, yeah, man. I'm gonna talk to my girlfriend more, and maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow without asking for money. See how it goes. I do believe that there are people who like me as a person and are gonna watch me regardless if I'm begging or not. But all the hate, and jealousy that people have that makes them come in here and bully me and obsess over me. This helps my content. This makes YouTube push my content to more and more people. You said take us outside for a walk online. Yeah, that might be a good idea to do tomorrow. You know, yeah, so basically, if I keep trying to explain right now, I'm just going to talk in circles, you know. I've basically spelled it out for you, you know. You said, hell yeah, change the signal. I'm a little bit worried because my cell phone service doesn't do good moving the camera around online, but I'm going to still try. But thank you so much, Schmitty, again. God bless you so much. And Shelia, Schmitty sent me $150 tonight. Me and my girlfriend both really appreciate that so much. That's going to help us get a lot of groceries, so we should be able to stock up on food for right now as long as we spend it wisely. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for your advice, you know, and not just giving advice and talking shit, but actually showing that you care, you know, and you know, still sending me something to help me out, you know, and talking about your faith, you know. But thank you everybody so much. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. You know, I'm very grateful. Don't explain. I'll send you my number. Good night, bro. Sleep well. Tonight you will get better. Good night. Thank you. Good night to you too, and good night to everybody here. Thank you guys so much.